Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense with Master Gary Hernandez. In this video, it's kind of a two-parter. I'm going to demonstrate some techniques, but I'm going to be doing it with a brand new cane that was sent to me from a very good friend of mine as a gift from Belgium, Guy Rio. A lot of you know him as Master Ziggy. Guy and me have been friends for a very long time, and I've had the honor of having Guy from Belgium over at our school, and we worked together some cane techniques. Not only is he a phenomenal cane instructor and combat cane fighter, but he's also phenomenal, him and his company, at designing canes. And I am honored and lucky that he sent me this beautiful cane as a gift. Now this cane here, this is the CF1B10, also known as the Irish Boy. Now this cane right here is made of hickory, and this one right here has double grips, and the cane fades out into a hexagon style throughout the whole cane and coming up into the handle. Now, one of the things that's great about this cane is also, besides using it for in close or distance fighting, you can also do your smacks with it, moving around when you're in close, as well as distance, as well as hooking and moving in for your counter and strikes. The cane fades out into a nice hexagon right here. So when you're smacking and doing your side strikes and moving in, you're hitting with maximum force of the cane. Now this beautiful cane has grips that run right down from about the middle and up toward the top of the crook area and down probably about a foot before you get to the bottom of the shaft. This allows you for slipping your cane low, maneuvering it lower for distance strikes, as well as doing any strikes you like and still being able to get a hold of your grips. The horn itself has a beautiful design, and again, like I said, it goes into a more of a hexagon style, so when you're striking, you're getting those solid hitting blows. Now, it still fits perfectly around the neck of an individual and allows you for trapping, striking, as well as coming around and hooking and taking the individuals down. And this cane was custom made for me from my height, and I'll be putting a link to where his website, so you can contact him if you're interested in talking to him about some of these beautiful canes. And he does ship international. Now, this is the first time I've had this cane because I just received it today, and I've had a chance to work with it a little bit. And I'll tell you, I love it. It's a phenomenal tool. And being that it was cut from my height, it allows me to do everything I want to do, from casual strolling around, looking good, to picking this up and having to go right into combat fighting when necessary. Now, also, he has his logo designed, but he also put my initials on the cane. Let's see if you can see that. So, talking about using your cane to work, not just the cane long and not just coming in and smacking somebody, but you want to be able to work your cane all three sides. And what I mean by three sides is simple, especially when you're holding your cane like this. You have this side, you have this side, and you have that middle. I can strike in, I can maneuver around, I can hit. So I want to be able to work that. So if I happen to be here and someone throws a punch and I knock that hand out of the way, I got my hand on those grips. From here, I can move in, rotate, shifting my body weight. I can strike to the face, I can strike to the stomach, I can also hit to the ribs. So I want to be able to maneuver. I don't just want to strike like this. I want to shift my body. I want to put hip and shoulder power into it. So from here, when I'm fighting and I'm throwing a punch, I want to put my hip and shoulders into it. I want to do the same with the cane. So I happen to come up, he throws a punch, I knock it away, boom, I come in and I hit. Now I'll slow that down. Person started to throw that punch. I'm aware of it. Cane was on the floor. I move. Remember what I said, that hand comes up. I knock that hand out of the way. That allows me to grab this. So I knock his hand out of the way, puts his ribs exposed, shift my full body weight into it, rotating hip and shoulder, boom, coming into it. That's where this part of the cane is going to nail him. Take his breath out, knock his breath away, hit those ribs, bust a rib, catch him in the midsection. So from here, again, he starts to throw that, smack it, That hand's up, it catches it. Full body here, motion, boom. I don't have to run after him. I just need to be able to turn and shift into it and put my whole hip shoulder drive into it. Same thing if I'm here. If I knock it away, I can take it high, catch to the face. If he starts to pull away and moves, then I can take it long. So I want to be able to work all different sides, especially if I'm holding my cane. When my cane's here, yes, I have that reach. Yes, I have that bayonet strike. But when I have two hands on it, don't limit your abilities just for this or just for this. Work it all. 1, 2, into the face, maneuver around, releasing, striking, catching. Releasing, striking, catching. Be able to work all that cane. Now, if you notice, I changed the direction of the cane. When I came up, I struck, moved it around, shifted it, so now I have it here. With the horn in this direction, it allows me to hook. It allows me to come in, catch a leg, and pull. Again, don't limit yourself just to this. That's not what the cane's just for. Yes, we walk this way because you're never going to, walk like this, obviously. But don't just limit it to just a one-strike wonder. Learn to train, work both sides of that. So you're working this end, and the middle. Again, he throws a punch on the left hand. When I knock it this way, again, shifting, and it's not just top. Don't just do your, now understand, maybe you have bad hips, bad knees, bad ankles, bad something, and you can't move too much. Okay, then we are limited to just the shoulder. Try to turn your shoulders a bit. Just don't hit like a robot. You got to shift a bit. Let's say you can't shift all your weight, right? So then slide it a little bit. You don't have to put all the weight on one end or all the weight on this end. Distribute your weight a little evenly. You got to be able just to move this much. You got to remember, you got a hard piece of wood. This is soft target areas. There's a saying I have. When I was 28, when I hit you, you know I hit you. I'm 58, I'm about to be 59. So as I get older, you tend to lose your strength, you tend to lose your speed. So you got to replace sometimes that strength with I call target-enriched areas. Anywhere in your piece of wood, remember that. Anywhere in the face, the throat, the jointed areas, the solar plexus, the groin, the knees. Then you also got to replace that speed sometime with being stealth or basically trickery or even dirty fighting. So again, if he punches with this hand, that wood hits that hand. Just take a small step. And you remember, I always preach, keep that hand up. So that's why that hand's up. Allows me to grab. Shift your weight a little bit. Turn your hip and shoulders and smack or smack. Same thing on this side. You don't have to switch your hands. He starts to throw a punch, knock it away. Catch it, shift, face, body. You got to get out of the way a little bit, but redirect his punch and counter in. When you're walking with it, same thing. All of a sudden, you catch your cane and shift. Boom. If you strike out, catch your cane. That's what's good about having more than one just a grip. It allows you to feel where your cane's at without looking at it. It allows you to fight with it. And that's why the grips are here. Grips are located on this cane, here and here, to allow you to come in, boom, boom, maneuver around, boom, boom, maneuver around. So I'm here. Then I take it and I move. So that's the beauty of this cane. Master Ziggy, thank you very much. I appreciate you sending me this beautiful cane. I'm going to have so much fun working with this and working this into my system. So again, I'm going to have a link for you. So if you guys have questions, you can contact him on this beautiful cane. And don't forget, work all sides of your cane. Gary Hernandez, thank you very much. I will see you guys real soon. Bye.